here for, हम बता दें, the main purpose is like we just want to enhance our network. We have lot of former graduates already. We have like 5 batches of students. We have alumni organization association who is already working in many activities. We recently had a good session of alumni, like we had sports. Many of us met over here, met in the sports. हम एक दूसरे को काफी लोग जानते हैं, हम नए लोगों को नहीं जानते हैं, नए लोग हम लोगों को नहीं जानते हैं। जैसे अभी कुछ ग्रुप्स को हम देखते हैं कि हम लोग आपस में काफी इंटरेक्ट करते हैं एक दूसरे से, लेकिन शायद बहुत से ऐसे हैं हमें जो हम कई दिनों से, कई लंबे टाइम से एक दूसरे से कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाए। जस्ट टू डेवलप दैट कनेक्शन अगेन, टू स्ट्रेंथन इट, दैट कैन हैव अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस एंड लिटिल बिट ऑफ नॉलेज, और कुछ थोड़ी सी मेमोरीज को रिवाइज करने के लिए। So the basic idea was to bring the like-minded people, individual together, and to gain advantage of the wealth of experience that we have and benefit the current students. Now, the thing is, the whole idea, the whole concept of this Charcha was actually conceptualized by Ankit Kashmiri Gupta and Vrinda, and we had a short interaction with them. Then there were like a number of people connected together in the period of last 1 week. हमने काफी सीनियर से, काफी जूनियर से, काफी करंट लोगों से, हमने इवन जो प्रेजेंट स्टूडेंट काउंसिल है उनके भी काफी इनपुट इसमें आए हैं, प्रेजेंटेशन किस तरह का होना चाहिए था। एंड फाइनली वी आर ऑन बोर्ड. We appreciate each and every person who is a little conscious about the unity of Ayojan, the strength of alumni. हम सब लोगों को हम करिए. We tried reaching many people. हो सकता है सब लोगों को नहीं पहुंच पाए हो. तो the basic idea is that ये session continue रहना चाहिए, so that we can reach to each and every individual of our college, ranging from the first batch to the first year which is present today. And I would like to thank Ankit, Vrinda for this, Haider for this. Haider is very good at designing posters, and his idea very, very onto the mark. So this is it. This is the basic idea about it. We have a certain set of questions which will be put up by me and my co-moderator Sneha Arora. And the speakers which we have today is like Anu ma'am and Satya sir from fourth batch, Puneet Dua sir from first batch, Kirti Singh sir from third batch, then Priyanka ma'am from third batch, and Anuja ma'am from fourth batch. So this is the first pool of people which we have. We have variety of experience, variety of knowledge with them. तो उम्मीद करते हैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम इनसे एक्सट्रैक्ट कर पाएँ. हर किसी से 10 सेट लेंगे, 10 क्वेश्चंस लेंगे. कुछ क्वेश्चन हम आप लोगों से लेंगे, जो लोग हमारे साथ ऑडियंस है, आप लोग चैट बॉक्स में अपने क्वेश्चन डाल सकते हैं. और मीनवाइल हम रैंडमली, स्नेहा मैं, हम डायरेक्टली किसी से भी जो भी कोई इंटरेस्टेड दिखता है हमें उनसे पूछेंगे, अपनी कुछ क्वेश्चन पुट अप करें. इट मे बी फॉर्मल, इट मे बी इनफॉर्मल, इट मे बी रिलेटेड टू आर्किटेक्चर, रिलेटेड टू एनीथिंग. ओके, सो आई वुड लाइक स्नेहा टू टेक अप द माइक नाउ. अनु मैम एंड सत्य सर को वी वांट टू पुट अप टुगेदर. हम दोनों उन दोनों से एक साथ सुनना चाहेंगे. स्नेहा, ऑल अप टू यू.
Thank you, Bhupesh sir. Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all. So Bhupesh sir has mostly explained कि किस तरह का structure रहेगा. I would only like to make a request कि इस बीच में सब लोग अपना mic mute रखें please, and let our speakers only speak. So I would like to welcome Anu ma'am and Satya sir first. Architect Anu Parihar and architect Satya Saxena. Hello ma'am and hello sir. Please unmute yourself.
Hi Sneha. Good evening everyone.
Hello sir. Hello ma'am.
Hey, hi, how are you? Good evening everyone. Wonderful initiative by alumni. My name is architect Satya Saxena, second batch Ayojan, year 2000-2005. Right? After graduating, I worked for 3 years here in Delhi with different design firms.
Hi everyone, I'm Anu Saxena from the second batch of Ayojan, and after graduating, doing my BA from there, then I did my master's in landscape architecture from SPA Delhi, and then I worked for 2 years for Paul Friedberg and NMP Design in Delhi.
After that, we together established our design firm 12 years back here in Delhi. Since then, we are doing variety of architecture, interior and landscape projects. We do a lot of hospitality projects, hotels, resorts, restaurants, lounges, etc., along with premium residential and commercial projects.
And also, we have been on architecture platforms like POET and Triple ID for last 5 years, and we received awards for Royal as finalists. And also, some of our projects have been published in magazines. So, looking forward to this conversation today. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, sir, सबसे पहले let's begin from the beginning. So when did you decide to actually pursue architecture, and why did you join ASA? Since ASA Ayojan was a comparatively new college, had been set up only a year earlier. तो आयोजन आपने कैसे join किया, and architecture में आने का आपने कैसे सोचा?
Sneha, actually, if I'll talk about the past, actually, my father is a colonizer. So I know about the plants actually, what are the plants actually, because he was more of into colonizing, right? So,
right.
And he used to talk about architects. वो बात करते थे कि ये architect हैं, इनका बहुत नाम है. So my first introduction to architecture is all because of him. Then after completing my 12th, I visited actually the belt of Rajasthan, which includes the Chittorgarh, Udaipur, Ranakpur, Delwada, Taranga, Satranga, and actually I was completely mesmerized by the architecture, temple architecture, fort architecture, the complex buildings was there actually. So I was completely mesmerized by architecture actually, and I certainly know about something about the architecture. So my inclination towards the architecture was because of my father and those structures actually, which I've seen actually. And if I talk about ASA, actually, once we were in the counseling, after getting selected into our, at that time it was PT actually, pre-engineering test, if you know actually,
yes,
it was not.
Yes, absolutely.
So when I was there in the counseling actually, so I had been into interaction with MNIT people, right? So after MNIT, they told us actually that Ayojan has a very good faculty actually. They are starting very well in the architecture. So instead of Jodhpur, I really choose Ayojan at that time. So that was my best decision actually, and I really proud on that.
Okay, sir. And what about you, Anu, ma'am?
In school, I was decent in studies, but I was more inclined towards drawing. And my sister is a civil engineer, so she kind of pushed me towards architecture. So it was maybe around 11th, 12th itself that I decided that this is what I'm going to do. And for Ayojan, what happened was my sister had worked with Sanjeev sir and Mahadni sir. So she knew the background that they were coming from and what they were bringing to the college that they were setting up. So yeah, that really helped me, and then I decided on joining here itself.
So, but after joining architecture,
he has got selected for the bachelor's in SPA also.
Oh wow! And then what made you not join SPA?
I don't know, probably circumstances that time. But now we look back and see what happened. But I'm happier here. It's okay. Ayojan was a much better choice. But yeah.
Right. So was coming to architecture just how you had imagined it, or was it a little different? Because from other streams, from civil engineering and rest of the streams, it's quite different. The culture itself is quite different. So how was it for you?
It's quite different, and no one knows what an architecture student's life is.
Actually,
it's a completely different world. It's like you're living on another planet for architecture students. So for me, it was a lot of fun because we had to do drawings all day, and the theory was so less. So it was a lot of fun, and we had not imagined it would be like that.
Yeah.
Better than the initial years.
So we felt the life was better here, right? So you also joined SPA for your masters in landscape, ma'am, right? So how was your experience there, and how did pursuing masters actually help you with your career?
See, masters really polishes you up further and gives you a lot of confidence. When we do architecture, it's 5 years. We are learning a lot, but still a lot of confidence is still left on how we can work and go ahead. It's a architecture BArch 5-year course is a vast field, but there's no one field that you can choose into. To masters, then I took up landscape and I could concentrate on that then. So that was good. And then again, SPA is very different. There, everyone is super experienced. All the teachers and professors were very, very aged, and they had a lot of experience. While Ireland, because everyone was comparatively new, but they had much more passion that they were bringing in.
Yes, energy
for
was.
teaching and for giving to the students. So that was different. One side was experience, but the other side, Ireland gave us a lot of passion and courage for that.
Yes, passion for the work is extremely important. You're right, ma'am. But then, of course, so in your opinion, post-graduation is just as important to an architect also, because most of the time we think we have already been through a 5 year course and let's now just get to work. So what would you like to suggest to the younger who are still students, I mean, younger generation? Should they go for masters in a specific field, and would it also actually help in getting better paying jobs, because pay scales in architecture are also quite low? We see that it is quite competitive a market. A freshly pass out BArch person isn't paid very well. So would masters also help in getting better paying jobs?
See, there are two things. One is that it's not compulsory to do masters.
Yes.
Okay, and you don't do masters for the pay scale. The pay scale, you can't just go ahead to do masters, give your 2 years to further education just to get better paid. You can, spend those 2 years, polish yourself in the field, get a lot of experience, and then also you'll be able to reach the same pay scale. But masters helps you if you want to, pursue further a particular field that you want to go into. You want to learn more about something. That is what masters is about. Else, you can just go ahead and get some work experience. It's not really compulsory.
Masters will give you another edge. Definitely you'll get more confidence on that, and it will be make your profile better. But in those 2 years, if you will practice well, if you will be honest to yourself, definitely you can do better in your practice also.
Right, sir. So, according to you, मतलब और क्या options हैं directly या indirectly linked to architecture which can be explored after one completes their bachelor's?
The thing is that definitely masters एक जरिया है. Masters हमारे पास एक point है कि हम masters कर सकते हैं, right? But one should be clear about his vision actually. What exactly he want to do. The thing is that once we are completing our graduation, right, we are into the dilemma that we should go for the higher studies or we should start our practice. The thing is that if you really want to do your practice after your masters, it should be a very particular area where you should. I really want to do this, and after I'm completing this, I'll definitely go for the urban planning or something else. You should be clear, like Arpit and Bhupesh has done, right? He's clear about that. But if you think that after completing your masters and if you start your general practice, then I think I suggest you that you should go for the practicing directly, right? And for that, I think you should just try to sharpen your skills. Sharpen your skills, like you should do some short courses. You should go and try to take some notes from everywhere, from the internet, from the teacher, from the experience, like different people, right? So it's better to sharpen your skills at that time and do the practice.
So at this point, yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir, I am interrupting in between. Sneha and sir, ma'am, please, we have to look and catch with the time. हमें थोड़ा सा catch up करना पड़ेगा. So since we have taken so many speakers, it was nice hearing from you. Sneha,
Right.
I think you should take questions from few people if somebody is asking.
Sure,
I think
sure.
Angad has something to say
Angad
over here,
wants to.
please.
Yes, yes. Angad Tiwari, please unmute yourself. We'd like to hear from you. आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं? Angad Tiwari.
We can
Would
carry on.
anyone
We can
else
carry
like
on.
to? Would anyone else like to come with a question?
Ma'am, the thing is that Angad has a very valid question here. He says that shifting to BIM to get a higher paying job, what is it that if we switch to BIM, are we getting higher paid jobs?
Switch to what?
Building information modeling, sir. BIM softwares like building information modeling.
Yes.
See, a lot of firms even today are still working on AutoCAD and Max. So
Revit, yes.
yeah, so the whole switchover has not happened as yet. It will happen in the future. So maybe it will help, but the options will be very limited. Because most offices are still on CAD and Max and all the earlier software. For the future, maybe yes, the students who are in the final years, 4th and 5th year, it would help them when they come out and start working.
Right. So to sum it up, basically, it is important to keep up with the technology also.
Sneha ma'am, hi, this is Adi. I'd like to interrupt in this a little. A lot of companies in India right now also who are basically project management based companies are using BIM very efficiently. And yes, if you want to switch over from architecture to project management, you must learn BIM, and you should look at softwares like Revit, especially Revit structures, Revit plumbing and services, and that will help you understand architecture better as well, and will help you get a better paying job. But just learning a software never helps. If you want to understand this, you must also understand project management, and then only your BIM skills can help you. Otherwise, it's only a software, and it is only as good as you are. And an architect, a fresher learning BIM doesn't attract any employers. If you're looking to enhance your skill set from an employee base and you want to learn BIM, do get a master's degree in something which is close to construction management or project management, and learn, finish your BIM softwares with that. That might really help you. Thank you.
I would like to add, may I?
Please go ahead,
Sure,
ma'am.
ma'am, please go ahead.
So it's not just for the project management. When you go for complex projects, then BIM is very helpful. And as an architect, just knowing a software which gives you an insight into how your building is going to have clashes in different places. The only reason it is not happening in India is, as Anu ma'am said, it is not prevalent because of the pricing and the knowledge issues. Eventually, it should come into practice. It is going to solve so many problems, and it is going to make us much more efficient. So when you are at a student stage, you could learn everything very quickly. So everybody must learn it. It is going to be the future. That's it.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So moving further,
Sneha, I would like to ask. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, hi everyone. This is Sanju.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, hi everyone. This is Sanju from third batch. Talking on the BIM, I would like to add what all everyone has said here makes really sense. Apart from BIM, specifically if somebody wanting to opt for BIM, I would suggest them to get into specific project management and real estate management skills. And you can also go for further studies with RICS. That really helps if you're looking for good packages and want to get into jobs and all. BIM gonna help for. Yeah, I have recently completed my membership in RICS. I am a MRICS now, so I can tell that BIM with MRICS and on the with the IPCs, the International Property Consultants, if you want to stick here in India and work with them, it's gonna help. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So we limit our questions now from the audience, and we'll move further. So ask you, what are your favorite memories of college? It's been quite a time when you.
See, campus, मैं कभी भी नहीं भूल सकता अपने कॉलेज का. The corridor, the building we have, it's like it's part of my dream as well as my life also, right? तो पहली चीज तो ये है कि वहाँ आप इसको बिल्कुल भी डिनाई नहीं कर सकते कि वहाँ का जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो आज भी सबकी यादों में बिल्कुल बसा हुआ होगा, बहुत अच्छे से.
बिल्कुल सर. But do you have any specific experiences or memories regarding the places? Like,
the thing is
like
that we were second batch. Sneha, we were second batch. So you can imagine what kind of ragging we have given to our seniors actually. And those are very special. मैं बोल सकता हूँ मैंने अपने टीचर से जितना सीखा है उतना अपने सीनियर से भी सीखा है. Those are completely special. And हाँ, ये चीज है कि हमारे जूनियर तक पास ऑन होते होते उसका इंटेंसिटी थोड़ी कम होती गई रैगिंग की, तो कोई बात नहीं, मगर हाँ मुझे लगता है कि those were very special.
बिल्कुल, but basically ये लोड भी आप ही के ऊपर था because you were the trendsetters for all the juniors. ये सारे ट्रेंड्स आप ही लोगों के सेट में, आपके बैचेस के जो फर्स्ट 4-5 बैचेस थे, so it has come from you. You were the trendsetters basically. So, ma'am, would you like to share some of your? Ji sir.
The same that sir saying, we were very small, but we were the smallest batch that was. Our seniors were 35 people and we were just 29. So we were a very small batch. So it was a very cozy little family that we had. New building and new the studios that were there, the ground floor studios near the Octagon. So they were new studios. So we were the first ones, both of us, the seniors, and we got the for the first time. One studio was given to them and one to us. It was the first time anyone used those. Sorry?
Yeah, I think hearing it from Anu ma'am and Satya sir about college, sir की काफी memories हैं, इन लोगों ने काफी trend set किए हुए हैं. I think we should move forward with the next presenter of the day, speaker of the day.
Sure,
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much,
Anu
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And people who are from us 2, 3, 4, 5 batches. Let's hear it from Vibhor sir. Vibhor sir has already joined. We would like to hear it from him about the memories, about the things. But today Puneet sir is here. Puneet sir आज present करने वाले हैं. He is from the first batch. And as I said earlier to someone, पहले भी मैंने किसी को कहा था बड़े मजाकिया अंदाज में, शायद धर्मराज सर was the one कि सर आप बिल्कुल आदम और हवा की तरह हो, जो शायद पहली बार कॉलेज में आए और आपने देखा कि everything is vacant. विभोर सर ने बहुत अच्छा मेंशन करा कि everyone is talking about buildings and we are talking about heights. उन्होंने सिर्फ खाली साइड देखी है. और अब मैं चाहूंगा पुनीत सर हमें ज्वाइन करें. पुनीत सर से हम इस टॉक को आगे ले जाएंगे. एंड since we are already, it's already 6:30, तो हम थोड़ा सा इसे कट शॉर्ट करते हुए, not cut short, but थोड़ा सा स्पीड अप करते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे. पुनीत सर, प्लीज स्विच ऑन माइक एंड कैमरा.
हेलो भूपेश.
हाय सर. विपिन योर माइक इज ऑन, प्लीज अपनी माइक ऑफ करें. विपिन गोयल. हाँ तो पुनीत सर, देयर आर lot of people who are looking up to you. विभोर सर यहाँ आ चुके हैं, जोगी सर हैं, काफी सर हैं, पुराने लोगों में. हाय सर. हाय, हाउ आर यू सर? हम आपको एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे सर हमारे
विभोर, और हमें ध्यान है कि हाउ दिस ऑल कॉलेज स्टार्टेड विभोर, राइट? हमें स्कूल
एक्चुअली
दूर लगा के आते थे, पैदल आते थे. एंड व्हाट वाज
एक्चुअली पुनीत सर बीच में इंटरप्ट करना चाहूंगा. बाकी प्लीज अपने माइक एक बार ऑफ रखें. जैसे सर अभी वी हैव अ होल लॉट ऑफ बैच फ्रॉम फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ ईयर. करंट स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर हैं काफी ज्यादा, और ऑलरेडी हम लोग को देख रहे हैं. उनके पास आर्किटेक्चर से रिलेटेड बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन होंगे, हम आपसे पुटअप करेंगे उसे स्टेप बाय स्टेप. तो लेकिन जो हम आप लोगों से एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि आपके प्रेजेंटेशन जो अभी नेक्स्ट 7-8 मिनट्स होने वाला है, उसमें 5 मिनट्स आपकी स्टोरीज कॉलेज के बारे में, जो कि फर्स्ट डे से शुरू होके आपके 5th ईयर तक जाएंगी. कॉलेज के डेवलपमेंट के बारे में, कॉलेज के जो आप लोगों ने ट्रेंड बनाया, हाउ टू प्रोसीड विद एकेडमिक्स, उसके बारे में। तो अगर विभोर सर को आप परमिशन दें तो विभोर सर का इज अलाउड टू ईट अप अ टाइम, आपका थोड़ा सा टाइम ले सकते हैं वो 2-3 मिनट का। बोथ ऑफ यू आर ऑन द बोर्ड।
पुनीत का टाइम क्यों कट शॉर्ट कर
तो फिर पुनीत सर,
it's not that we are going to share the same cake or
Yeah, it's good to see, man. बहुत दिन हो गए बात किए।
Yes sir, Puneet sir, please go ahead.
Yes, so what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the college thing, or you want to hear our college experiences, or what? What do you start?
So first thing is like the first day, जब आप लोगों ने पहले दिन कॉलेज में एडमिशन के बाद कदम रखा, तो मेरे ख्याल से कॉलेज उस दिन शुरू हुआ था। तो द फर्स्ट डे एंड उसका डेवलपमेंट आपके फर्स्ट ईयर में, और उसके बाद लुकिंग एट द सीनियर्स कि हाँ हमारी जनसंख्या बढ़ी है, हमारे पास सेकंड ईयर आया है, तो वो फीलिंग्स क्या थी सर?
See, हम लोग के लिए college was very different. If I remember the college, how I got admission, तो हमें पता भी नहीं था आयोजन क्या है। And because frankly, you know, I don't know about Vibhor, मेरा rank तो PET में second list में था, so there was not enough options. I was offered a mechanical branch or something. So I thought, you know, my father was in property dealing, so you must have seen Khosla, ऐसे नहीं थी, but फिर भी। So I knew about this thing कि property है, architecture है, so we देखते हैं कि कैसे होता है। Then we went to आयोजन office actually in ज्योति नगर। तो उधर हम लोग सबसे मिले, माजनी सर से मिले, विद्यार्थी सर से मिले, कविंदर जी से मिले, सिंगी जी से मिले। तो बोला हाँ कॉलेज आ रहा है, पेमेंट सीट पे होगा, एंड लेट अस सी। तो हमने कहा चलो अच्छा है, अगर इफ इट कैन हैपन लाइक दैट, एंड इफ वी कैन सी it's a different branch. At that time architecture was, you know, nobody was taking it, and शुरू से था कि ठीक है अगर किसी ने कम ने किया है तो let us join and let us see what happens. So that's how the whole story about architecture is. I mean, I didn't know what architecture was. I know that I've heard Satya and Anu saying about कि they knew, you know, architecture का history थोड़ा सा कुछ पता था, but seriously for me it was a clean slate and I was a below average student, तो कुछ भी नहीं पता था. So just joined with a hunch कि ठीक है करते हैं, let us see, we'll try something different, but definitely it turned out nice. So yeah Bhupesh, tell me.
सर आप लोगों के पास कोई सीनियर्स नहीं थे, बिकॉज आई कैन नॉट इमेजिन माई कॉलेज विदाउट सीनियर्स. आप लोगों के कोई सीनियर्स ही नहीं थे, तो हाउ डिड यू मतलब फिल दैट गैप? आपने वो कैसे मतलब उससे कैसे आगे बढ़े आप?
आई वुड से कि यस सीनियर्स नहीं थे, but the faculty which was there, I'll not say faculty, they were our seniors. So especially Sanjeev Vidyarthi sir, I think hum unko will not be able to forget his contribution. For first 3 years he was there and he knew each and every student, iska rag rag kya hai, right? And he knew कि ये बच्चा किसमें इसने काम किया है और किसमें इसका सबमिशन पेंडिंग पड़ा हुआ है. वो अपना RX 100 पे आते थे या Fiat पे आते थे, we know. वो मतलब he was the kind of guy which can see through your mind and heart कि ये सोच क्या रहा है और ये करेगा क्या. तो उस तरह से बात करते थे. तो you know you cannot hide anything from this guy. So that was, he was like a mentor to, you know, all of us. Vibhor would also add, but I think I see him like that. And the kind of faculties we had, definitely Rathore sir का तो खौफ था, लाल गाड़ी आई है मतलब you have to be in the studio, that's it, end of the story. तो वो तो जाना ही जाना है स्टूडियो में. And then उसके बाद you know जोगलेकर sir, मतलब these are the people who we remember as our mentors and who they gave us a lot of guidance. Joglekar sir was, you know, he came from Hutko, आते थे, मतलब
actually what Puneet is saying is absolutely correct. I mean, this is something which is the, you know, the core crux of the whole story. What Puneet is saying is just the basic bottom line. And I think बिल्कुल सही point बोल रहा है Puneet. You are saying the correct thing that although we didn't have the seniors, but the way the faculty, I mean, I would call ourselves and the first 2-3 batches really lucky, because we were the ones who were taught by some of the best academicians in the country, and all hats off, all courtesy to the efforts by Vidyarthi sir and Joglekar sir, जो देश के कोने-कोने से लोगों को पकड़ के लेके आते थे. I mean, I can't even imagine somebody like VP Rauri and Ram Sharma and
Anurag Roy kind of people coming to the college, and just for the sake of taking the whole quad forward. So that was the really.
These are the kind of people who came third year, fourth year में आ गए थे अपने दोषी सर तो.
Like Rajiv Kadam sir,
Rajiv Kadam, absolutely. Rajiv Kadam and Anjali ma'am.
Angle पे थे. Rajiv Kadam and Anjali ma'am. They were different tangent. मतलब राजीव कदम से पूछ लो कि ये करना कैसे है, तो he will tell you 10 things. ये नहीं बताते थे ये करना कैसे है. He will tell you the approach to do it. But you have to draw a line. You have to at least कम से कम 2-4 महीने जब तक माथा नहीं मारोगे, he will not draw a line. To get him draw a line is the most difficult thing I've experienced. और किसी से करा सकते, कदम सर से नहीं करा सकते.
So true.
मतलब उनके कमरे में चले जाओ, there will be no fan, only इधर खिड़की खुली होगी, उधर दरवाजा, it will be all natural air. He'll be sweating, he'll be sitting there very calmly. माने the kind of he was very different. So I remember him like.
Sir, it's a wonderful sir. ये बहुत अच्छा आपने बताया because the pool of faculty.
I think
yes sir.
Vibhor भी agree करेगा. ऋषिकेश पारधी. Vibhor.
Yeah. Hrishikesh Pardi was
fresher. He was a fresher, urban design fresher from SPA, and the kind of passion he had, वो बैठा रहता. आया था history of architecture के लिए. History of architecture उससे पहले we don't used to go in the class. कौन बैठेगा उस class में? And after he started teaching us, the class was full. All the people were there. इतना interesting तरह से पढ़ाता था. And then he started into design. Everything went. And वो रात को बैठा है बच्चों के साथ. He was helping us like anything. घर पे उसके जाके काम कर रहे हैं. So that was the kind of commitment of teachers at that time.
Sir, इसमें मैं से थोड़ा यूँ पूछना चाहूँगा, जैसे you had a good pool of teachers, you had a good pool of colleagues with you. अब जब आपने जब एडमिशन लिया, I think it was year 1999, I think 2003 में आप पास हुए थे.
2004.
तो back then in 2004, sorry 2004. तो back then in 2004 आप विभोर सर जब पास आउट हुए, तो उस टाइम सर मार्केट में जब आपने पहले जॉब करी या फिर आपने जॉब के लिए अप्लाई किया, तो कितने प्रैक्टिसिंग आर्किटेक्ट्स थे और कितने हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम वर रेडी टू हायर फ्रेशर्स लाइक यू, और उस टाइम उनकी क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस होती थी आपसे?
See, 2004 के बाद 2005 was very bad if you ask me, right? I went to, because I didn't knew architects in the city, so I went with my father. एक architect के पास गए थे, मुझे नाम याद नहीं आ रहा. वो जाकर के बोले कि इधर बैठ जाओ and this is the design. इसको 2 दिन में ड्राफ्ट करके बताओ. If you can do it, I'll keep you, and otherwise not. तो मैं फादर को बोला, पापा चलो. What is this? मतलब we are architect or what? He is not talking about us anything. क्या किया क्या नहीं किया वो. तो I just went away. So उसके बाद decide किया. ऋषिकेश पारदी already था, he did from urban design. I thought कि यार masters के लिए जाते हैं, कुछ नहीं रखा architecture के बाद. And Jaipur at time was 2004. The exposure of architecture was very less. There were very less people. So after that, I think 2006 में I joined my masters. ये तो डॉक्टर साहब हैं, विभोर साहब तो
सर वंडरफुल सर. एक्चुअली सर अभी हमारे सर अभी अपने पास देयर इज वन पर्सन, स्नेहा चटर्जी, 6 मिनट पहले चैट बॉक्स में शी आस्क्ड समथिंग. शी इज फ्रॉम 3rd year and she asked, hello sir, I'm in 3rd year and I will apply for internship. What point should I keep while designing my portfolio and what firms are the best to apply? तो इनकी ट्रेनिंग के लिए इन्हें कैसे प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए, कहाँ अप्लाई करना चाहिए, क्या ध्यान में रखना चाहिए, थोड़ा अगर अपन गाइड कर पाए.
भूपेश, एक सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम which the whole system is facing, that people are making their portfolios for internship. I don't know why they are making. This is not good for them. This is not good for the practices also, because that is not the actual them. So I think what everybody should adopt before going, किधर भी जाना है, that is up to them. So every small practice, big practice, it depends on them. But I think whatever they are portraying should be true. I think every practice should accept only their sheets. Whatever work they have done in academics, they should accept that only, and on the basis of that, or the discussion. So that way they should appoint somebody. अभी क्या होता है कि portfolio देख के लेते हैं, and what is depicted in portfolio and what is actually them is very different. It's not right for the practices, it's not right for the children, for the students also.
स्नेहा चटर्जी जो आपने जिन्होंने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था, प्लीज आप अपना कैमरा और माइक ऑन करें. स्नेहा चटर्जी,
to this.
No, it's true. The thing is कि internship के लिए जब आप apply करते हो, you have to understand any office doesn't. I mean, it will be irrational on our part as employers if we expect you to be, completely efficient and totally capable technically because you are just a student. It will be, stupidity on our part that we say that no, you have to know this, you have to, understand this. That's what the training is meant for. You are meant to be trained. But what the employer expects from most of the candidates is a certain minimum amount of sincerity. If you show some amount of sincerity in your portfolio, in your work, in your efforts, the problem is solved. You may not be knowing how the CAD works, you may not be knowing how the softwares work, you may not be knowing how the structure works, but that's what you are there to learn. You don't learn these things in the college. You learn these things when you start interacting with the consultants, when you join an office. So the point is that you make a portfolio with the intention of putting in all the information that you have produced best in the last 3 years, 4 years of your course. Okay. And just apply in good offices and make sure you do not apply in any random office, because once that parasite of working unsystematically starts crawling into you, you become undisciplined for the rest of your professional life. So it's very important that you work in a very professional office so that you learn the discipline of working on a project, you learn the system of working on a project. You don't learn the shortcuts, you don't learn the the wrong practices. So it's important while working on your portfolio, that's also important that you work and you apply in the right offices. You just don't randomly start going in your portfolios anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, people send to their portfolios at I think hundreds of offices, and you should first visit your office of interest, or the people who are working in your direction, your thoughts. You should visit their offices, and then you select accordingly. I think this should be the way to do it.
Wonderful. Sneha, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
So Sneha, I think you might have a little clarity about how you have to proceed for your training, how you have to present your work, how you have to make your portfolio. Is it clear, Sneha?
Yes, sir. But
was it helpful?
But there is one doubt.
Just a second. Snigdha Sarkar यहाँ पर है. Snigdha, please can you switch off your mic? Hi, Sneha, carry on.
Rupesh,
there is one doubt. Sir, portfolio we make, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि just for presentation के लिए हम portfolio बनाते हैं. So if they want to see our sheets later, we can show it to them. So
when we went to our training where we wanted to do training, so we went to their offices. We went with our work. We showed them our work, and then they decided that okay, if we are capable enough to join them, our thought process match. This is how it worked in past when we used to do training. इतना भी online नहीं होता था, so we didn't make any portfolios. We just had our work with us. We went to the.
And actually, Puneet, what you're saying, strikes one thing, that all these new batches and then new cadre of students that is coming up, they have this advantage of redoing their portfolios because everything is getting digitalized. In our times, हम लोगों ने एक बार जो तीर कमान से निकल गया उसके बाद नहीं गया. वो एक सेमेस्टर में हमने 3 प्रोजेक्ट में से एक प्रोजेक्ट पे काम किया और 2 पे नहीं किया. वो 2 के 2 बाहर ही रह गए. फिर वो पोर्टफोलियो हमारे किसी काम का नहीं था.
See, मुझे ध्यान है when I went for my
उसको ना तो हम पूरा कर पाए,
नहीं पूरा कर पाए. For UD interview also they asked for sheets. उधर भी SPL they asked कि what thesis you did, उसको लेके आओ, उसका sheets लेके आओ, what you presented. So I think that was a very good way to make out कि ठीक है इसने काम किया क्या होगा. So I think if from employer side also it is there कि ठीक है, you don't need to make portfolios, so they are actually wasting their time doing it. उसके लिए कुछ और कर सकते हैं. They could visit places, they could do some workshops, जा सकते हैं वहाँ पे. So I think
चलो सर, wonderful. Here it from you, Sneha.
Sir, one
Yeah,
more doubt.
Please.
Sir, is the portfolio about presentation or it's about your thinking process or the concept?
I think it's about the process. It's the process.
It's both.
of
It's
working.
actually both. Man.
both,
I mean,
actually, it's both.
you cannot say that one thing is important, the other is not, because that's what conveys how smart you are. I mean, you have to convey the best of your efforts in the most precise manner. So presentation is of course important. At the same time, you cannot fool around with the people for a very long time. If you don't know anything, people, I mean, your employer will catch you. I mean, sooner or later. So your content has to be, proper, a good portfolio. At the same time, the presentation is also important.
Right.
Both are important.
Very well said, sir. Very well said. Puneet sir, it was good interacting with you. Vibhor sir, it was a very nice interaction after so long. आपको काफी दिनों बाद देखा.
My pleasure, yaar. It's actually so good to see you all and hear you all after so many years.
Sir. And Sneha, आपके पास अब because you have a huge set of alumni, आप लोगों के पास अभी काफी लोगों को आप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे कमेंट कर रहे हैं, स्पीक कर रहे हैं, तो आप डायरेक्ट कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, आप रेगुलर बेसिस पे इनसे अपडेट ले सकते हो. But I think moving on to our next speaker of the day.
Thank you so much, sir.
Kirti Singh sir from our third batch, and I would request Sneha to moderate the session with Kirti sir, please.
Yes, sure, sir. Thank you, sir. And welcome, Kirti, sir. So please unmute yourself.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir. A very warm welcome to you. So, sir, you're from the third batch of Ayojan. When you came to college for the first time, what was your impression of an architecture college?
See, in my case, I had no clue of what architecture was in fact. Like I was guided by I was guided by my uncle to join up for this architecture field, and I was from say 10th standard onwards. My focus was to join the services, the army. So I had no idea of what the architecture is or what engineering is, anything like that. And after giving my ND exams, I was free. And during that time, my uncle, he was planning a hotel at Savai Madhopur. And Ayojan, they were the architects over there. And during my school days, I had interest in drawings and all. He thought, as it is, you're free, why don't you try to,
develop some interest into the field.
Yeah. And then, to be very frank, I had no idea about the RPT and all these competitive exams also. So I was forced upon to fill the form for for RPT. And again, I was because I had no preparations, so I couldn't get through the exams. And then because of the contacts with the Ayojan guys, I was given a seat on a management basis in the college. And then in the second counseling, I got through and I was again back on the normal payment seat. But that's how I entered architecture. So I had zero knowledge about architecture, what architecture was. And and because I was from a residential school, from boarding school, and I'd been there for almost 10 years, so I had basic knowledge of what would have been there as in junior or as a senior. That was the basic knowledge I had, and with that I entered the college.
So your exposure, I think, has been. There's some technical problem. I think there's echo. Is the voice clear now?
Yeah, it's clear.
So, sir, अभी आपने बताया कि your exposure with or your association with architecture has been quite long. And I remember आपका जो thesis project था, that was also a real-time project. You were doing a hotel at that time, which was your thesis project, if I'm not wrong.
No.
Right?
I had opted for a hotel project, 5-star hotel, and for that I was like, when we apply for a project, then we have to look for a site. So one of my family friend, he was planning a hotel in Bharatpur. So I just went there and I did a case study of that area, and I took that site as my thesis site. And after I did my thesis, then eventually that was the first project I did as a hotel, and it was not of that scale, because during the college time that was a 5-star. I made a 3-star hotel, and that was my first hotel.
So hospitality, does it remain your specialization or your forte? Can we say that?
Now I'm doing more of hotels only. So yeah.
So how would you like?
Sorry.
So how would you define your own style of architecture? The way you practice, how would you define your style?
Style as in?
The architectural style, the way you develop things. Would you say it's very hard?
What happened when I did the thesis? It was again because the site was in Rajasthan, and in Rajasthan, the tourists which we are visiting, they prefer visiting a hotel which has some sort of the touch of the local, the architecture over there. So that's why I took the project as a 5-star, and still it had it was like the influence of the local architecture. So for that, apart from doing case studies of 5 stars, I even did a lot of study of the local architecture of Bharatpur, because that time the site was in Bharatpur. So in doing that, I read a lot about the old architecture, the proportions, things like that. So now when finally I started practicing, and one after another I got projects, and mostly they're hotels. So now I'm inclined more towards I'm building new buildings, but maximum of the buildings, they look old, and depending upon the region, like if it's in Udaipur, it will look like an Udaipur architecture palace or hotel. If it's in Jaipur, if it's in Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Pushkar, Bharatpur, anywhere, it's like that. And now, because even the clients, nowadays from last few years, I even try to convince my client, let's not do this, the old type of work, let's do something different. But they say कि कीर्ति जो बिकता वही बनाना पड़ेगा हमें. So if we are in Rajasthan, and if we make something, it's their view. If you make something very, I'll not say contemporary or anything else, the client will not like, and ho sakta mera hotel na chale, something like that. So that's the architecture, style of architecture I'm practicing now.
So, sir, another question, because जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि आपने local architecture को काफी study किया और आपने heritage styles को काफी follow किया, तो आपका opinion इस पे क्या है कि अगर heritage building, कोई existing heritage building के पास में हम कुछ design करना चाहते हैं, this is for a younger generation of architects, अगर कोई existing heritage building के पास में कुछ design करना चाहते हैं, तो उनको किन चीजों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए, क्या factors हैं जो उनको consider करने चाहिए हैं?
See, in this case, it all depends where the project the person wants to design. So if you take an example of Jaipur, I feel if the site is within the wall city, in that case, if it is possible, the architect should try to should have some in the facade, at least in the facade, to have few elements of the local architecture. And I think that's what I feel. But now, say if there's a building somewhere, it's not in the wall city and it's somewhere else. Normally, I'll give example. If this site goes to say Albert Hall in Jaipur, where Albert Hall is only one standalone building over there, which is an old heritage building, then a person should have full freedom of whatever he wants to plan. That's what I feel.
Right, sir.
In my case, I'll tell you, I even, though I'm more into hotel designing, but I've done few houses also. They are big bungalows and things like that. But I even got few projects within the colony, where the client, he wanted me to plan a house with that old look.
Okay.
So in that case, I said no to the client. Like, I can't do it because in middle of a colony, and if you want to make a haveli, that doesn't suit. That doesn't go with architecture. So I try to convince the client we should not do it. And finally, when he sees कि भाई ये मान तो रहे नहीं है, तो वो फिर चले जाता है फिर वो अपने आप ही.
So that's your way of dealing with the crazy client.
Because these buildings, they look good when they are within the surrounding, or if they are in open land, or and they have a beautiful background. But there's no point making a heritage look small hotel or a house, and I don't think that's the right way.
Sneha, I would like to ask one question from Kirti sir, and that will be last final one. That will last final one from him, because we have two more speakers left with us. Sir, since I spent a lot of time with you in hostel, and you were like, I saw you working closely, very closely. I find you very motivated towards work, very much motivated always. सर, तो ये जो अपने नए लोग हैं, नए स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आई थिंक आई एम श्योर दे आर वेरी मच मोटिवेटेड, और उनके पास हम लोगों से ज्यादा और बेटर रिसोर्सेज हैं प्रेजेंट में. तो सर, आप क्या इनको कैसे कुछ कहना चाहेंगे कि ये अपना मोटिवेशन हाई कैसे रखें और अपना काम लगातार कैसे करते रहें? सर, कुछ लास्ट आंसर आपकी तरफ से.
ये ज्ञान मेरे उसकी बात नहीं देना. I don't think I was. You were saying I was motivated towards my work. अच्छी बात है, but I don't remember. I was जितना मैंने मस्ती मारी हो कॉलेज के अंदर, शायद ही बाकी किसी ने मारी हो. I don't know. But yeah, at the time of submission and all, I was I tried to be on time. And I had good support of my juniors in completing all my work. In fact, my entire thesis, my entire dissertation was they were juniors to me. उन्होंने टाइप की थी, मैं तो ये टाइप नहीं किया अपना junior dissertation का. But if you feel कि I was very motivated towards my work, तो वो तो individual है, सबका अपना अपना.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you, Kirti sir. So sir, I think we should move on to the next speaker. थोड़ा कुछ we can take up some questions. Bhupesh sir.
Anyone among the audience would like to ask something? अगर कुछ कहना है तो please be quick. फिर नहीं तो otherwise we will move towards next speaker. चलो, I think that's all, sir. Thank you so much. Now our next speaker for the evening is Priyanka ma'am, and I would like to take liberty of calling you PU because PU ma'am आप हमारे साथ हॉस्टल में रहते, तो I think जिस नाम से आपको हम जानते हैं उसी नाम से हमें बोलना चाहिए. तो प्रियंका ma'am, very welcome to you, and I would actually like to hear it from you because you are like second of the girl gang. अभी हमारे पास अनु मैम थी, उसके बाद आप हैं, तो a lot of things. So ma'am, how do you want to express yourself being a lady architect and into the professional field? You are very much into profession. तो मैम थोड़ा बताएं अपने बारे में, अपना brief intro, आप कैसे प्रोजेक्ट्स कर रहे हैं, कहाँ प्लेस्ड हैं, and how are you finding this profession being a girl?
Hi. Of course, the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is कि हाँ lady architect है, solo show run कर रही है. So everybody बहुत लोग पूछते हैं, और 1-2 साल पहले कुछ लोग ऑफिस में ऐसे भी आए थे. They used to come to office and they used to ask कि अर्जुन सर कहाँ पर है. So to make that clear, Arjun is my father, and the reason I am called Priyanka Arjun Jain is because there was another Priyanka Jain in my college. Architecture में हमारे साथ एक और Priyanka Jain थी. So from there I took the PU ma'am, and from there comes Priyanka Arjun. And being a female, doing practice as an architect, architect तो architect ही है, लड़का हो या लड़की हो. In fact, फीमेल आर्किटेक्ट होने के फायदे ज़्यादा हैं, क्योंकि आपको कभी बदतमीजी नहीं करनी पड़ती, आपके साथ कोई बदतमीजी कर नहीं सकता. You get your money on time, and your word. So when I started the practice in Udaipur, even I had this thing कि कौन लड़की को सुनेगा कौन. But to my surprise, people took me as a breath of fresh air. या तो मैंने प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट की 7.5 साल पहले, और कॉलेज से पास हुए 14 साल हो गए. So between all this time, I had been working in very different places. I have worked with likes of Nimish Patel, Parul Bain, and Dean de Cruz. Maybe I learned how to speak and convey my thoughts very well by being with them. Okay, somebody who is on the screen right now. Who is the?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so I learned from those people to express my thought, and I have been lucky that people listen to me, and mostly after taking their preferences, I mold them with my ideas, and things come good. The way I run my practice is half commercial and half is my conscience. So the commercial part keeps my office running, and the conscience part, it keeps me running. So we are doing highly conceptual projects also. We are doing projects in Lime. We are exploring technology. हम बहुत चीजें कर रहे हैं, और साथ साथ में हम commercial projects भी कर रहे हैं, because in the end you have to get money to feed everyone who's there in the office.
Very well said, ma'am. Very well said, ma'am. The thing is, one more question which came into my mind. आप उदयपुर में अभी practice कर रहे हैं, and I think आपके पास बाहर भी projects होंगे, although, but since आप उदयपुर में practice कर रहे हैं, तो उदयपुर की vicinity में आपके पास काफी projects already होंगे. मैम, उदयपुर पे राजस्थान का influence ज़्यादा है या गुजरात का भी influence ज़्यादा है? मतलब ज़्यादा है, किसका, आप किस तरह के projects ज़्यादा करते हैं आपके architecture में? राजस्थान के influence ज़्यादा आता है projects में, या फिर गुजरात का भी कुछ आप elements उठाते हैं? कैसे फर्क पड़ता है, मतलब is there any difference?
See, every project is different. कोई भी project same नहीं होता है, and as an architect, one should never make same project again. Otherwise, you are just killing yourself. You cannot live the same life again. So that is what I do. So far जितने भी project किए हैं सब बहुत अलग हैं. राजस्थानी style में अभी तक काम ढंग से नहीं किया है मैंने. Or if you talk about the city, right now there is nothing like a city or a town. Everything is global. So everybody sees everything. People are more aware. Even our clients, they have seen the world, they have traveled, and if not traveled, they get everything on Google and Pinterest. So as an architect, the effect is you. तो आप सोचोगे, जितना आप सोच सकते हो आप उतना बना सकते हो. So it goes like that. And of course, अगर hospitality की बात करें तो राजस्थानी ज़्यादा है, but now people are getting out of it. Recently we completed a 100-room resort जिसमें हमने राजस्थानी थीम नहीं लिया. I think I got little bit bonkers there. मैंने बहुत कुछ कर दिया एक ही प्रोजेक्ट में, and I enjoyed doing that. So अब ऐसा particular influence I don't think कहीं पर भी है. Be it Udaipur, be it Jaipur, सब जगह सब लोग सब तरह का काम करते हैं.
Wonderful, मैम. एक्चुअली अब आपकी तरफ से काफी हमें इनपुट्स मिल रहे हैं. मैम, हमारे बीच में है ना, देयर इज वन गर्ल, आप भी जानते हैं उसे, हमारी बैचमेट है सुप्री महेश्वरी. शी इज वेरी मच इनटू एकेडमिक्स. वो अभी किसी कॉलेज में पढ़ा रही हैं मूर्थल में, और सुप्री हमारे बीच में, शी इज एक्टिव आल्सो. तो मैं चाहूंगा सुप्री कोई एक आपसे क्वेश्चन करे जो कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को हेल्प करे. मतलब thinking of the students and thinking of the college academics. So Supri, please switch on your mic and you are free to ask anything.
Hi, Bhupesh. First of all, you told me that I'll be only a listener, and now you suddenly asked me to ask a question to ma'am.
Hamesha, be
Thank you for
ready for
shocking.
surprises. Be ready for surprises.
Hi, Piyu ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. How are you?
Bas badhiya. Acha, so I would like to ask one question that nowadays we see students here, as sir also discussed, that they actually try to fake a lot of work, right? And it is very difficult to actually monitor them and see whether the thing is copied or not. So how do you actually deal with that? How do you actually, when you take students, how do you deal with that?
Okay, so with internships, this problem comes. We have faced this problem that we took in interns based on their portfolio and the telephonic interview, but they didn't turn out as well as the portfolio or the work they were conveying in the folio.
True.
So now, I expect a lot from my interns, mostly in terms of getting things, because मैं 14 साल से काम कर रही हूँ. मेरा अगर कुछ नया आएगा तो वो इंटर्न से आएगा, या नया जो आर्किटेक्ट ऑफिस में काम लेकर आएगा वो एक नया थॉट प्रोसेस लेकर आएगा. सो इन माय ऑफिस इंटर्न्स वर्क एज गुड एज जूनियर आर्किटेक्ट्स, पर ऐसा इंटर्न नहीं आता है तो तकलीफ होती है. So now I have personally started taking telephonic and this video interview. Okay. And still as a professional, I follow the rule of patience कि 50% खराब माल आता है. So deal with it.
मैम चाइना से तो नहीं लेते ना आप इंटर्न्स?
Okay, ma'am, one more question.
No, sorry, before the time runs out, I quickly want to say one thing. So, since I started this alumni series, I had been thinking about this thing for a while, which is sharing the knowledge which we have earned over our course of time, which I also discussed with Brinda. So, to pass on the knowledge, I am opening up all my projects and all the drawings that are of my projects to everybody and anybody to ask for it. So, अगर कोई कुछ project देखता है, कोई detail देखता है, just mail me. We will be sharing the AutoCAD drawings, which are open for criticism, private criticism, so that I also evolve and we can make better use of the same things in coming projects.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. So nice of you.
Very nice initiative, because see, students actually struggle a lot in getting the drawings, and if architects like you, if you're sharing and you're ready to share the work, that will be great for the students.
Yes,
thank you for doing that.
Thank you. We always had an open office. किसी को भी पेन ड्राइव से कुछ भी चुरा के लेके जाना है, प्लीज लेके जाओ. तो अब हम ओपन में जिसको भी जो भी चीज चाहिए, कुछ डिटेल चाहिए, अगर डिस्कशन कुछ है, since I cannot be always be available on phone, one can always email and ask, and we can deliberately discuss what more could have been done, or if there is another possible way, or if anybody is stuck anywhere, we can do that also.
Ma'am, I have a question for you, ma'am, if you allow me.
Yeah.
I think this would come from most of the students, because I think third year is here and they're constantly asking about the internship here. This is to okay, when they apply for internship, because the mode has changed completely from the here now.
Binda, तुम बहुत तेज बोल रही हो. You're going very fast and you're not audible.
Okay, I'll be slow now. The trend has changed in past, I would say 10 years or 12 years. The way students apply for their internship is very different from what it was in your time. Yes. So suggestions have been from your experiences. But looking at and targeting the current audience, the students here, I would want to ask you that when they apply, because you have running practices, what should be the sir?
Okay, you are stuck. I think I got the question. So
said that
honestly, what I see in a student portfolio. Okay, the first thing I see is font. ये मेरी problem है. कि मेरा ध्यान font पे ज़्यादा जाता है. That is my problem, but I see it. So the first thing is font. Second thing I see is cover letter. Cover letter gives a short introduction, and the student can express their genuineness in joining your particular firm. So cover letter is the second most important thing. Third thing that comes is the folio. So if the cover letter is fine, then we go to the after resume and that. So with the folio, do not clutter it. So if an architect is getting, we get about more than, I think, hundreds of internship folios. So if you are sending a very cluttered portfolio, you do not expect architect to go through everything every day. Even my senior architects I have in office, उनके पास बहुत काम रहता है, तो उनको उसमें से शॉर्टलिस्ट करके मुझे देने होते हैं 15 या 20 पोर्टफोलियो. So try to keep it comprehensive. The kind of, first of course, creativity should be there. Creativity का कुछ भी expression हो सकता है. It is different for every architect. But if something is standing out of the portfolio in terms of design, it will always be clicked. Every architect will see it कि हाँ चलो बच्चे ने बढ़िया अच्छा design बनाया है. Then presentation and of course software skills.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच. ये बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे सुन के, और अब थोड़ा सा वाइंड अप करने की तरफ अपन चलेंगे. लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू.
One more guys, one more is there, right?
May I please interrupt?
Yes.
Because we are running very short of time and people would like to leave the meeting also. They have already started leaving, many of them. So can we
Yes.
go on to our next speaker, please?
Yes. Just a second, Sneha. We would like to ask one last question to Priyanka ma'am, and that question will come up as a surprise. Jogi sir यहाँ पर हैं, Joginder sir. मैं चाहता हूँ आप एक
question. My batch is going to ask any question.
जोगी सर
जोगी सर नहीं है, चले गए.
जोगी आइयो मत तुम कहीं ना कहीं वापस.
नहीं सर, आपको अगर कुछ भी एनीथिंग विच इज रिलेटेड टू आर्किटेक्चर या फिर पर्सनली या फिर कुछ भी.
पर्सनल तो होना ही नहीं है, ये तो बात ही नहीं आई.
चलो
सर अपना बाद में करेंगे, सर अपना बाद में कर लेंगे.
चलो थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू मैम. Last speaker for day is Anuja Singh from our 4th batch of Ayojan, immediate senior to us. So Sneha, please take over from me, and Anuja ma'am, please switch on your mic and cameras, please.
Yeah, hi.
Good evening, ma'am. Hello. How have you been, ma'am?
Hello. Very good. I'm hearing everybody. And then,
so, ma'am, you're from the 4th batch of Ayojan. थोड़ा सा आप अपना experience और brief हमारे साथ share करिए, please.
Yeah, I think I should wind up quickly, no? I'm from 4th batch, passed out in 2007, and I did my master's in environmental planning just after architecture from CEPT Ahmedabad. And after completing my environmental planning, then I took a break of little like 5 to 6 months. Then I joined JDA as a consultant. Since 2009 to 13, I worked there as a consultant, and that time period was very good for me. I've learned so many things. And as far as I'm hearing everybody since starting, I'm not into that architectural practice. Maybe your students or the architecture students can be benefited for the earlier questions were regarding masters or shall we pursue them or not. You can ask about that. I did lots of projects in JDA, like Ring Road project and that. Those were really good experiences then. Yeah.
So you have a very different profile from rest of our speakers. So how can an architectural student benefit from this? आर्किटेक्चरल प्रैक्टिस के अलावा जब हम सोचते हैं कि और क्या क्या एक आर्किटेक्ट कर सकता है, सो डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी और इस तरह की जो अथॉरिटी में जो जॉब्स हैं वो बहुत एक इम्पॉर्टेंट प्लेस पे आती हैं. But how important is it for an architect to be there for the development of the whole country?
Yeah, in turn, architect is there. Like in Rajasthan, we don't have any government jobs for architects, but in other states, you have architecture jobs in government sector also. And some or the other way, like as public sector, like private sector contributes to the society, same way public sector also contributes. And like trend has changed. In our initial time, we never thought of working in government sector, but lastly ended up in government sector. And as I have joined as a have joined in 2013 as a permanent employee as an assistant town planner. Now I'm deputy town planner in town planning department. So yeah, it has a good growth, and you have so many fields now. As restricting to planning or urban design or landscape, when you talk about masters, there are so many options, and you can go into private sector or in public sector. You have both the options, and they actually you can excel in both the sectors.
So, ma'am, there was a question from the Students' Council कि जितनी पढ़ाई हम आर्किटेक्चर में करते हैं, हम कॉन्सेप्ट बनाते हैं, हम कई तरह की चीजें, कई तरह के प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो करते हैं. How beneficial are they in your professional life?
See, actually, architecture we used to go for concept at the end of the project. Like when we done with our sheets and all, usually we used to think at the later stage. But yeah, practically when you work, like I have worked on schemes and like Spring Road was a huge project. It was a huge project which I was initially involved in it. So you have to actually first work on the concept. Otherwise you can't go and just start with anything and everything. You have a time limit, you have to convince your seniors, your officials also. And it has to be implemented at later stage. Yeah.
May I ask the audience if they have any questions?
Anyone from Student Council, the present Student Council can please ask some question if they want, if they have, and after that we'll have a little bit of kind of feedback from students whether this session was a little helpful or not. बहुत briefly, otherwise we will have a detailed feedback later on.
Sir, hello.
Yes, Ayush, please.
Good evening, everyone. Sir, my question is that the current education scenario is like it's more based on marks-based system. It is more based on marks. Less thinking is given on learning and knowledge. So how should we cope with that?
You should never fall for marks or everything, because it actually, this is my personal experience, it never give you any benefit in your practical field or in later stages. It's your knowledge, your learning process. Either you learn from your teachers, your seniors. Like I was very lucky. I was in hostel throughout my education, like in Ayojan and after in CEPT also. But as far as I've learned from my professors, equally I have learned from my seniors, because I was lucky. I stayed back in hostel. So it's up to you. I was a mediocre in both the like in my architecture and in my post planning, and when you like in CEPT institution, when you enter, like their professors feed you that you don't go for marks, you don't go into your books, don't learn anything, just enhance yourselves. That was the best part I've learned in CEPT. My professor told me this thing, and later he was my guide also. So that is the thumb rule of my life. Don't go for marks and don't learn anything or mug for anything. just enhance yourself.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. Anyone?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, Vipul, please go ahead.
Hi Anuja ma'am, it's so good to see you after such a long time.
Yeah.
मैं पूछना चाह रहा था कि हम लोग सब मास्टर्स कर लिए अर्बन डिजाइन में एंड काफी लोग हैं यहाँ पे जो आई एम श्योर सिटी प्लानिंग सिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस में पार्ट लेना चाहेंगे किसी तरह से मे बी इन डिजाइन ऑफ पब्लिक स्पेसेस इन डिजाइन ऑफ पार्क्स और in design of colonies and townships. So how can we as practicing architects can go about that? मतलब क्या सोर्स है, क्या चैनल हम लोग अपनाएं कि वो पॉसिबल हो सके फ्यूचर में?
See, time has changed and it is people are trying to change. Like presently, in panel when work was done, it got somehow it got stuck out. But in that empanelment, like education qualifications, your work experience were very much like they were emphasis on it. And if you are capable enough, and you are like as many students are asking, we should go for masters or not. It should shall it work for our experience or our pay scale. In any turn, it can help you. Or as far as you are asking how to get to the public projects, like time has changed. We are getting into online systems and we are more of getting into those things. As and when mostly depends on our seniors. So you see, we are governed by seniors, we are governed by politicians and bureaucrats. So it will take time, but yeah, time is changing. Since 10 years, I have seen many things have changed.
So, ma'am, the first thing is to get empaneled. That is, that is the first
Yeah,
step.
presently it is that. Later on, system might change.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Chalo, thank you so much, ma'am. Sneha, and I think we should
one more
conclude.
question, sir.
Yeah, Ankit, please.
Sir, one question here we have from amongst the students. As we have, like most of us are from Jaipur or have been in Jaipur. The question is, why aren't there any noticeable architectural projects in Jaipur in terms of sustainability or material in Jaipur? Can anyone throw light on this?
I think any one of the panelists or Vibhor sir, you can guide a little in this regard if you have some idea. Anyone here who would like to answer this from our panelists?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, sir. So the question is that we see we in Jaipur city, we are not seeing many of the architectural projects in terms of sustainability and in sustainability of material. सस्टेनेबल आर्किटेक्चर की बात हम जयपुर में क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं आजकल, या हम क्यों जयपुर के अंदर इतने सस्टेनेबल प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं देख रहे हैं आजकल?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है कि हो नहीं रहे हैं जयपुर में या कहीं पे भी या other cities. It's just that probably the kind of initiative or the kind of effort that is required to come up with a innovative solution, which you now call sustainability, is a lot more than the standard practice. You need to learn and research more about materials. You need to learn and research more about techniques which are coming into practice, which are getting used. None of the firms, I would say, which are doing the conventional practice are into this habit. They are now just gradually coming into it, but they are not into this habit of learning new initiatives, new practices, new customs, new materials. So the thing is that when you grow as a practice, you also have to grow in terms of knowledge. If you just keep practicing with the same kind of materials, with the same kind of technology or same kind of thing, it will be difficult for you to propose anything new. So the research-based design solutions are coming up from very limited practices.
I would like to add to that, since the topic has come for sustainability. With sustainable materials, the problem so far has been, it is not, as Vibhor sir said, सबको पता नहीं है कि क्या करना है, sustainable use कैसे करना है. So and of course with this Corona pandemic, everybody has started thinking that we all as architect fraternity, the time has come that we start thinking maybe the next few panels or discussions can be around finding solutions, even chota solutions that can add up and bring better qualities to what we are doing in terms of sustainability, saving on materials. And personally, since in Udaipur, we work with lime and stone, and lime is again a sustainable material, but हमें भी problem होती है lime source करने में. So now the point has come that maybe in a month or two, I myself am going into manufacturing of lime. A very different step, but I think it is about time that we all start taking small steps towards a better future.
Ankit, yeah, what Priyanka said is absolutely correct. And Ankit, what the students over here or the new graduates over here need to understand is that, sustainability is a term which has been used to, sort of confuse people. It's a very simple thing. If you cannot convince people, you should confuse people. So the thing is that it's a term which is being used by most professionals to sort of create a marketing this thing for their practice. But very simple materials are very. I mean, if I name 2 or 3 new materials, I'm sure many of the students over here must not be knowing them because it's not a part of their curriculum. It's not being, used by the officers. It's not. Suppose if I tell you, about the cigarette butt bricks or the self-healing concrete, or this thing. I mean, how many of the students who are graduating or are about to graduate know about these materials? They are not being taught in college. They are not being used in offices. So obviously there is no way that they can know about it unless they do their own research. They do their own effort and try and find out about it. So the problem is it's a vicious cycle. It's a thing. I mean, you don't learn anything, unless and until you learn anything on your own. There's no way you can find its application. So the students will have to make it a sort of a habit to research more. I mean, now gone is the time you will not be able to sustain and survive in the market if you set up your practice and if you don't do something innovative. Now is not the time when you can simply make a plan, section and elevation and get away with it. Your 1 or 2 projects are not selling in the market with a new idea or a new concept. You will not be able to rise to any level. So the purpose of this, this sustainability and everything is not just to be different, but also to adapt to a practice which has something meaningful. They have to learn this research-based practice.
I would like to add here is like the thing when we talk about sustainability, first thing which we have to learn about sustainability is the definition of sustainability. What we learn about sustainability is that we have to use our present resources in such a way that we should not compromise with the resources of future. Okay. So this is how sustainability is defined. And we should not also confuse ourselves with the sustainability and vernacular architecture. These both terms have different meanings and different advantages as well as disadvantages in the present market scenario. As Vipin quoted here, like sustainable development or sustainable practices do not fetch revenues or maybe support from government officials. So maybe policies are a little tricky here. Policies have to play a little tricky role over here in practicing sustainable architecture or something. And since we both are said, you cannot simply get away with the drafting of elevation section, putting up a door like 7 feet high door and 2 feet sill and 7 feet lintel. Cheezein badal rahi hain, change ho rahi hain, and I think it was a very good session. And Sneha, is it the time to?
Sir, I think we have exceeded our time, and it's good time to wind up. I would also carry on. I would first thank all of the speakers, and especially I would like to mention Ankit, Vrinda, and Heather, Bhupesh sir, and all the illuminists who made the effort possible. Thank you. And I would now like to leave the session open क्योंकि इतना अच्छा interesting session चल रहा है. So we should not end it. You all can please continue to have your discussions as far as the time permits. And we would like to take the lead. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.